Inspired to Speak Success Network. Today I'm here with a very special guest, Miss Eileen Kerlin Walsh from Back Pocket Skills. Eileen, welcome to the show.
Thank you. I'm delighted to be here. Thanks for inviting me, James.
Well, you're an accomplished attorney. You have a reputation beyond reproach. People just love working with you. Your success rate is there. You're leaving a lot of clues of success. But you ventured off now to make a difference in the lives of individuals as well. So can you share with our audience just a little bit about your story?
Oh, thank you. I'd love to. James, I grew up under many of the conditions that lead to feelings of worthlessness and helplessness and lack of entitlement. And I worked through all of that, and that's why I want to help other people work through whatever it is that's preventing them from having the kind of success that life offers, that this wonderful country offers, and that's why I developed the program. I grew up very poor. I grew up one of 12 children on a small farm in rural Ireland. We didn't have electricity, running water, indoor plumbing when I was born. My first school was called the Hen House because it was really little more than a hut. I also grew up in war-torn Northern Ireland. I was a Catholic. We were widely considered the underclass in the Protestant-dominated British-occupied Northern Ireland. That was crushing for me. So I know firsthand how hard it is to take those circumstances that we grow up in and find our way through them, work our way through them, develop a new worldview, and get ourselves out on top. So I teach people how to come out of that. And what I also teach people is that when we do the work, when we go within, when we get out of that feeling, we're even stronger because those obstacles become stepping stones. So I want to teach people that how to get out of it and how to use it to elevate themselves higher and higher and higher.
Well, it's obvious to all of us that you're passionate about everything that you do and who you are. Can you share with us what are back pocket skills and how can they help us?
Back pocket skills are my tools that I have developed to help people live life more successfully, peacefully, and happily. I call them back pocket skills because I want these ideas to be more than ideas, more than inspirational philosophies. I want people to develop my skills like muscles, develop them so that they have them at all times to reach for in their back pocket, as natural as breathing. Yeah. Too often people develop wonderful inspirational goals, they hear these great ideas, they attend a seminar, and they come away and it all starts dissipating. So what I want is for the people who follow my program to realize that we can develop these skills, we can have them at all times. I'm not telling my audience that life is going to be perfect, or that they're going to never have another obstacle, or that once they've licked this program that they're never going to feel or worry or doubt again. But what I am telling my audience is that when they learn these skills, develop them, have them as natural as breathing, they're never alone. They have it with them at all times in their back pocket. It's been wonderful for me. As you know, I came to the US in the early 90s. I came from that difficult background, chock full of wonderful experience when I was able to mine it, and I want other people to be successful. I find the skills to work my way through law school, have a successful practice, start a motivational company. I have 4 young boys. I know how to juggle that, how to be successful, how to keep reaching for the brass ring. And I want to teach other people how to do that also.
That's so incredible and admirable. I'll tell you, it just kind of touches my heart just when you talk about the kids and all the things you're able to do. And so many people will take those things and make them their excuses. Can you share with us let's talk about adversity. We've all had adversities in our life, challenges, tough times. What would you say to someone who's going through a challenging time and how can they overcome it?
A challenging time, this is probably the hardest area for us to deal with because all we see is the obstacle, and people go through very difficult things. There's absolutely no minimizing that. But if only we could learn the lights and shadows, the heart of my program is lights and shadows, that there is light in everything, no matter how challenging. that there is redemption. Now, my program teaches a lot of skills for success, but we always acknowledge that every now and then something's going to happen. The illness, the diagnosis, the economy, the broken marriage, the failed relationship. But we can go within, we can use the skills, we can see the light, always the light in the shadow. This is a difficult concept, and it's hard to sell to someone who is walking through the fire. But the world is full of examples of those who did just that, came out the other side, went on to do great things and say their life didn't even start until that adversity hit. So anyone who's going through it, get the skills. You're not alone. You need a coach. You need some help. There are wonderful tools, skills, people who will help you. Be prepared to re-examine your worldview. Look at your paradigm. See where it is that you might be keeping yourself there. Get the help. Get out of it and find the skills to be able to maintain that and just soar. I believe more fully than anything that everybody's life is worthwhile. James, as you know, as an attorney, I've worked as a defense attorney. I've sat with people in death row. I've sat with those who've been accused of the most terrible atrocities, and I know that they're more than these awful things they have been committed with. I've worked with prostitutes who are discarded by everyone. I know their lives are worthwhile. I've sat with people doing deathbed wills. I know that every life matters. I know what legacy means to people. So I want everyone to know their life matters, their story matters. Their everything is valuable, important, and worthwhile, and it's all in there. Not everybody can tell the story. Not everybody knows how to climb those steps, but the skills are there, the help is there, and everyone can have a magnificent life.
Wow, I'm not shocked about the success that you are having. Such passion, belief, and conviction in everything you say. How can our audience get in contact with you? I'm sure they want to know more about what you do. How can they contact you?
Thank you. I can be reached at eileenkerlinwalsh.com. My email is eileen@kerlinwalshlaw.com, and my number is 708-448-5169, and I would love to hear from you and tell you more about my program. Thank you.
Eileen Kerlin Walsh, thank you for being on our show.
Thank you, James. It's been a pleasure.